Welcome to another episode of Let Us Talk Here. Yeah. Joined by your weekly culprits of Xero from Xero News and Alex from WrestleBuddy. How are we doing today, gentlemen and Xero?
I'm good, yeah. Gentlemen and Xero, that's nice, isn't it?
I'm feeling very holy.
You're feeling very whole.
We do have some breaking news on this stream, I do have to say. Sorry to interrupt you there, Bobby, but we do have some breaking news on this stream.
Go for it.
Alex was actually 10 minutes early to our stream today.
Oh, that is
massive
breaking news.
That's the breaking news. Alex was 10 minutes early.
He wasn't 2 hours late this time.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 hours late to our normal recording time. So, yeah.
It's
So,
traffic only.
So Alex was actually early today, so that's our breaking news. There we go. Go for it. Sorry. Yeah, so what are we on about today then? Bobby's hosting.
Bobby's not able to process.
There we go. That's how I feel right now. And that's what's the current weather that's going on where I am right now. So, but this might be, I'm not going to say it's our biggest show, but it's the biggest time of the year for us wrestling fans. That's right. AEW Dynamite is tomorrow. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. It's WrestleMania is this week. Yes. We are going to be diving into WrestleMania predictions. Stand and deliver predictions. But that's coming later. First, we had a bit of a, what could I call it? A tell-all. That's a good way to put it, I think. A tell-all.
First, the thing is, first we'll talk about the guy who marinated his dick with cocaine.
Well, first of all, I was going to say we had a bit of a tell-all from CM Punk, but that guy kind of does come into play a bit. Yesterday, CM Punk went on, I'm not sure of the show name. It's with Ariel Helwani. I know
MMA
Hour. Yes, now I remember that. And he did a tell-all about his time in AEW and more. He even discussed his return to WWE, how that came to be. His lawyer was not happy. He had to work on Thanksgiving, which is quite funny. But the biggest takeaway from it, and this is, I'll speak for the panel here. CM Punk buried AEW.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we could all agree on that one. Some stuff he didn't get into, of course. But because of an NDA, he claimed he didn't sign an NDA for anything he had to do, or that he did. I'm sorry. But there is an NDA for Brawl Out 2022. Yeah, 2022. And he hinted around it. You know, he mentioned the Bucks. I'll give him credit. He was open about it. He's like, listen, man, I want to do this interview, but like, there's just some things I can't talk about. But I'm not going to sit here like some people for 90 minutes and just say, oh, no comment. I can't talk about that. Taking a direct shot at Tony Khan. But a few things I took away from it. I'll start with this. AEW not paying, and you all, we're going to do it. You all know I don't care for CM Punk whatsoever. Yeah. AEW not paying for his surgery is so wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong.
So wrong. Now, if CM Punk were to get injured on his own outside of wrestling, okay.
That's fine.
Fair game. I can understand the problems there. Like, if I got hurt outside of work, my work wouldn't pay for it. But when you get injured on the job...
It is the company's responsibility.
And he booked his own... He booked his own surgery. He booked his own physical therapy, rehab, all that. Quite frankly, I don't know how AEW got away with that. Because, like, anywhere, if you get hurt on the job, the company's at least got to do something. Yeah. I'm not saying pay for the full surgery, but maybe like, hey, we'll pay like 75% of it, you know.
Yes.
Or we'll, you know, do
at least pay 50%.
Yeah, paid rehab or something. They have to do something.
Yes.
but they did nothing, according to CM Punk, which blows my mind.
They didn't even talk to him for 6 months.
Yes. He wasn't sure if he was still employed. They didn't talk to him for 6 months.
Yes.
They told him that, or I'm sorry, Tony Khan told him about Collision. It's like, hey, you're going to have your own show. It's going to be great. We're separating people. And Punk immediately said, just release me. It's not going to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, credit to him. He nailed it. Punk was on Collision, 2 months?
I think less.
Give or take, mid-June to
less, yes.
end of August. Yeah, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Two and a half months, something like that.
Mhm.
Wasn't long. But he went into detail about the fight with Jack Perry, how he did not throw a punch, he just choked him out a little. And he went out there, and he said he could have easily just said, well, he told Tony right there, I quit. But he went out and did the match because these boys were Samoa Joe.
Right.
So he could have easily walked away, so credit where credit is due. He didn't leave Joe high and dry for that show. One thing I did take away from it, and this kind of confirmed it, I think CM Punk tore his tricep or bicep in the fight with the Bucks. I'm pretty sure he did. Because Ariel Helwani asked him, well, when did you tear it? In the match or the backstage? And he said, nope.
Yes.
If he tore it in the match, I'm sure he has no problem saying that.
Because he tore in the fight, that's why he's not able to say.
Yeah. I think because there's no NDA on the match against Moxley. Why would there? You know?
Yes.
And it's like that's what, because I've always said, I was like, I think he tore it fighting the Bucks. Because I don't see CM Punk tearing his tricep, doing the MJF thing, then sitting at the media scrum.
Yeah.
With a torn tricep. I just don't see it. I mean, what do you guys think?
I agree in the point that you are saying. I think he tore the triceps while having the brawl, and that's why he's not able to reveal because of the NDA thing. And he constantly say the thing that it was very high school kind of stuff which was going on in AEW.
Yeah.
It is high school mean girls kind of stuff which is going on. And Tony Khan is a clown and the company is a fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
He was asking for the release.
Yeah.
If Tony wanted, he can grant the release. But no. Yeah. I want you. In the end, what happened?
Well, I mean, this isn't the first time he's denied a release. Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jungle Boy for sure.
Yes.
And Miro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and maybe Andrade. I mean, I know Andrade is gone, but I mean, man, it's like. And then last night, on top of it, Tony Khan tries to change the narrative and releases 10 people.
Yes.
Now, half of those people I didn't even know were under contract.
No. I don't even know who the fuck are they. Other than Stu Grayson and the girl Dasha. Other than that, I don't know who the fuck were they.
Who were the names? They were like
one of them,
ROH and Dark. Like,
yes.
Wasn't one of them part of like some team or something? Like I know obviously Stu Grayson was, but I mean the other one. There was somebody else.
One was team member of Matt Hardy's team when he was doing with Private Party and all. Joel, something like that.
Oh yeah, he was there for a hot minute.
Yes.
Anthony Henry, I actually know him.
He came in from NXT, didn't he?
And some assistant, some sort of assistant.
Oh, Jose the assistant. He was with
Andrade?
He was with Andrade for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. And Anthony Henry got injured like a month ago.
Yeah.
He has a broken jaw and they released him. So that stinks.
Yeah.
And we are talking about releases. Have you guys seen once the interview was over and the clips go viral, immediately few AEW wrestlers started talking that we saved wrestling and this and that. They were tweeting back to back. First Sammy Guevara tweeted, then this.
Oh, I saw Sammy's. Who else?
Yes. And this Daddy Magic, that guy.
Oh, Matt Menard. He used to be in WWE.
Yes. Yeah. He also tweeted that AEW saved wrestling and all these things.
Nah. Listen. Listen. I don't want anyone to lose their job. but I was praying that AEW would release Ethan Page. I was
Yes.
praying.
Yes.
I think Ethan
He needs
Page
to get
is
released
so
from
good.
there.
Somebody
He's so good.
Go for it, Xero.
Somebody said to me earlier on, someone said he doesn't understand it because he's releasing all of these no-named ones, but then people who are actually physically asking for their release, like Matt and Jeff Hardy, he's refusing to release them. I mean, if he wants to budget, what they want to go. I don't think Matt wants to be in there anymore. And
Matt's contract ran out. Yeah.
And obviously Jeff wants to go with him in that. So obviously that's a quick win. If you need to save money, Matt's obviously gone, so you don't need to worry about that one. Release Jeff, so then Jeff can team back up with Matt again. That'll save you a fair little bit there. So why don't they just release because apparently there's a few people as well who've been asking for their releases. I don't know who it is, but I mean, he should just release the ones who want their releases rather than keeping them, really, in there. Yeah. Like Miro, for example, like all the ones that have asked for their releases beforehand, release them. Alistair Black, release him. He's asked for it before. Yeah. And that, Buddy Murphy, whatever.
Miro's just trying to get away from his ex-wife.
That's what it is, yeah. So,
it's like, please, for the love of God.
Look, everybody knows that Tony still wants Punk in the company.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
Dude,
because from when Punk left, the company is in muds, and everyone knows that who are the reason behind Punk firing. It was the Bucks and the Elite. Yeah. I was surprised to know about Adam Hangman's page, that what he did to Punk, and that's why everything started from there.
Yeah,
they discussed the promo and everything, but when they come to the ring, he did something else that Punk was not even expecting.
Yeah, because Punk even said, hey, man, you defended your friend, and that's admirable. I get that. I would do the same. That's cool. But he was something like, you disrespected me in the ring, and you disrespected the business, and that I can't forgive. If you would have just defended your friend, we would have had no problem. I still hate CM Punk, but I digress,
I'm very happy to see that finally Bobby is acknowledging CM Punk, because he actually did today with the interview. He said facts that everyone should know about the company and about that stupid curly hair bitch.
Once I found out he paid for his own surgery, I was like, that's wrong. Yeah. That is awful. I don't care for the guy, but he got injured in your ring. Yeah. You should at least take something to pay for his surgery. Something. I don't know.
They didn't even talk, Bobby.
And he said it was how WWE has handled it and how AEW handled it is night and day.
It is night and day. Yes.
Yeah, but it's just, I was like, and I mean, some of the things I was like, yeah, Tony Khan isn't a boss. I understand that. They're not in the business to make money. Now that was weird.
The best one throughout the interview was when he said that if you want that, there is a goof who give you 5 stars, and the arena is quarter full. So
and he responded too. Did you see that?
Yes.
He's like, well, Punk wasn't talking about that when he was asking me how the ratings work and for advice. I'm like, Dave, and I've seen CM Punk for a long time. I know what he's about. If you had to ask me truthfully, I don't think CM Punk cares about the ratings.
Who care about the ratings? Yeah. Other than these AEW fans.
Maybe CM Punk from 2011 cared, but 2023 CM
now
Punk?
No one.
No. Yeah, because ratings are irrelevant,
Yes.
Did we just drink at the same time? We did. Okay.
Yes.
That was weird. Punk didn't care about the ratings. He was getting paid. He just whatever. Meltzer is trying to save whatever credibility he has left. The people that still believe him.
Meltzer's fucked, but he's got his fan base, hasn't he? Really? So
yes.
It's just.
I don't think that he have any credibility. He is dead from a very long time.
He used to be, and maybe this is only because he was the only one doing it. But by default, I guess he was the
Meltzer and one
yeah.
more guy is there. What is his name? Brian Alvarez. These two are dickheads.
They're
Yes.
yeah. No, I don't.
They don't know shit.
Either of them. Listen, I'm not a big fan of this guy, but I would say like 95% of the time his news is on point. SRS, Sean Ross Sapp. Not a fan of him.
Same here.
But he does good work. He does good work.
Yes.
His track record is good.
Yes.
Personally, don't care for him. Professionally, he does good work.
Yes.
And that other guy, Xero News, I don't care for him professionally.
Yeah,
personally,
I know.
I hate him.
I like Xero News. He's very good.
Nah.
Only stupid people don't like Xero News.
Call me stupid?
Yes. Now you'll throw Bible on me. What happened, Bobby?
Tony Khan, yeah. I can't even get over it. Oh my god. But yeah.
Tony Khan read the Bible.
Tony Khan throwing a Bible. That makes sense, honestly.
He needs to read the Bible. We'll understand.
But yeah, Punk said he was going to get in a lot of trouble. He's like, they're just not in the business to make money. They just want to have good wrestling matches. And he's like, that's cool. But, like...
we are not in business.
Yeah, we're not in the same level or same business. Maybe he said that. Yeah, Punk buried him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It was just...
AEW fans are crying.
But he of course they are. But, like, how did they never see this coming?
Because when Punk returned to WWE, everybody was expecting that he will take shots on AEW on his promos. But he didn't say anything. Like, literally didn't say anything. After
this is the first time.
2-3 months, after 2-3 months, finally he, like, burst. Whatever was there, everything burst.
And another thing we should mention, Nick Khan, I believe he said,
yes,
wanted him to come back at the Rumble, and Punk was like, "Nah, bro, it's got to be Chicago." Like,
and I was surprised to know that Punk was very close to sign with WWE before pandemic.
Yeah, with
Nick Khan only. Nick Khan was the only one who was trying to bring him to the company.
His run with
Fox.
WWE Backstage, yeah.
Yes.
That short-lived
Talking
show.
Smack kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
thought it was a good idea, but COVID kind of just ruined it.
Yes.
So, and they put it on at like 11 o'clock at night, my time, so it was like, wow. I don't know. But yeah, Punk was on a handshake deal to come back, and that fell through for whatever reason. Maybe COVID happened?
Yes.
Well, it must have been, because it must have been, COVID happened, and that was that.
And he met Vince once only.
Yeah.
Once.
They were in the gym.
Yes.
Did they say, like, yo, you can't take phone calls in front of Vince at the gym? And he's like, I'm on the phone with Nick Khan. Like, like, I think it's cool.
And Vince was the only reason that he was thrown out of the building.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Vince, his booker eye was on that one. His booking cap was on that one because he's like, listen, this dude is under contract. AEW could cause a problem. I'm sure if Punk wasn't under contract, they would have been like, hey, man, what's up?
Yes.
But they were probably just like, listen, man, we appreciate you showing up, but you gotta go. Yeah, and then, what was it, All Out? No, All In. The fight happened, he came back, he's like, do I have to go? They're like, no. And he's like, all right, I'm just going to hang out and watch the show. Jungle Boy was kicked out. But then all of a sudden security came up to Punk and he's like, hey, man. And he's like, I have to go, don't I? And he's like, you don't have to. And he goes, would it make your job easier if I leave? And the guy goes, yeah. And Punk's like, okay, I'm gone. So, you know. So what's going to happen tonight on AEW. No, tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow on AEW.
Nothing. Some random guys will come and take shots at Punk and WWE. What else they do? They are doing it from the past 4 years.
Yeah, Well, who's the one to deliver the shot?
Anybody. Maybe.
Usually it would be
Brian Daniel.
MJF could probably get away with it. MJF would make it funny. Christian would probably make it funny. Brian Danielson.
And Bucks also can say something.
That's true. The Bucks are in a match tomorrow night.
Yes.
They're facing off against Best Friends.
But it is like very funny to see that they hired 3 big stars according to their fan base: Okada, Ospreay, and this Sasha Banks.
747,000 viewers. Yeah.
Not even 800,000, and then they are talking about they are the greatest of all time.
Somebody in my group chat just said Tony Khan is not having a good 24 hours. What happened now?
From when Punk left, Tony Khan is not having a good time.
Tony Khan's just not having a good time.
Yes.
He is not enjoying it.
Yes. He's frustrated.
It's kind of wild. It's like a what if scenario. Like, just what if, like, they could have just kept it together. Like, listen, they have the talent. There's no debating that.
Mm-hmm.
The talent is not the issue here. You got very talented guys on the AEW.
The issue is the boss.
I stand by it. The AEW talent is great. You got your MJF, Christian Cage, Edge.
Roster is stacked. Properly stacked.
And you got the guys that aren't even being used well. Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky. I mean, who else?
Where the fuck is Scorpio Sky? He just vanished.
I don't know. And I like Scorpio Sky. Very nice guy. Even though he almost drew on my shirt. But that's another story for another time. Yeah. But no, him and Ethan Page. Great talents. Just Miro. I would say Sammy Guevara, but no.
Yeah.
No, it's completely nuts what's going on in AEW. And props to Punk. Punk was like, AEW is going to last as long as Tony Khan wants it to. Because when you have money, you can do whatever you want.
Khan company will shut down in few years.
I don't think they're going to last a year because they still haven't done their TV rights still yet, have they? And as somebody said earlier on, as somebody said earlier on, it's not looking good for the TV rights still. If they're having to cost cut at the moment, if they're having to cut roster members, basically.
Combined, how much did those guys cost? I would like to know.
I don't know, but obviously, no, but they were putting down as
I got him. I
don't even know the name of the guys who got released. And I'm like, who the fuck is getting released?
There was a guy in there called Slim J, and he looked like a bootleg Eminem. And I said, "Who are you?"
And one more guy who was like bootleg of Xero from NXT. His face was covered. Don't know who the fuck is.
Gravity was the dude's name. Gravity.
He ever wrestled?
Yeah. It might be Axiom. I don't know.
Gravity.
If it is, hopefully he gets 2 paychecks.
What means his father name is Newton?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if my group chat said anything.
There was one more tag team, I think so, the Boys or something like that, who got released.
Oh yeah,
Boys.
They were just in a storyline too, and they got released.
Yes.
Kind of messed up. Listen, I hate to put it this way, but I feel truly, all the 10 people that got released were just pawns, truthfully.
Yes.
If CM Punk didn't go crazy, I don't think it happens. Like, you can't tell me that this was planned all along. Like CM Punk bodies AEW and then claims Khan isn't a real boss, and then he turns around and does a mass release for the first time ever.
Yes.
They were pawns. It's unfortunate. It really is. Stu Grayson has been fired twice now. Like, it's low-key impressive. I'm not gonna lie. You get fired from a job twice.
because he belonged from Dark Order.
Yeah. So the reason somebody said Tony Khan is not having a good 24 hours, Fulham is down 3-0 at the break to a team fighting relegation, his soccer team. Yeah. Oh, and Punk mentioned that. He's like,
yes,
Jaguars. Picture the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes. Like, I bet they won it. Now, it's like, I wanted AEW to be, not competition, but, there's nothing wrong with
Alternative. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with being the number 2 wrestling promotion in the world. There's nothing wrong with it. That's an accomplishment, if you ask me. When you're the second best football team in the world, second best basketball team in the world, do you want to be first? Yeah. But if you're second, there's nothing wrong with that. You still did great, but it's like AEW just like fumbled the ball, and it's just like
they're fucked. They're fucked. Literally, the company is completely fucked.
Yeah, and even before Punk left, it was going downhill. It was going downhill. I think like 2022 was when it started to go downhill.
Yes.
And
till 2021 was the best year for AEW because they signed like Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan. Back-to-back signings were going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ruby Soho, Bryan Danielson, Adam
CM
Cole.
CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk showed up like a month earlier. Yeah. And it was like, holy moly, they got like big names.
Yes.
Like,
and then people started talking about that they will beat ratings, like Raw ratings and everything.
Oh, yeah,
next year,
said that.
dead. Yes. Next year, dead.
Yeah.
Everything is dead.
Yeah, no, it was
not even 6 months they were able to survive properly.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. They had like the momentum. They had the right idea. And then once a man I'm about to give credit to, I can't believe I'm gonna. But ever since Cody left,
the company went downhill.
He left in what, January of 2022, February, something like that.
Yes.
Maybe they had a good few months after that. Then the decline started.
Till Revolution, it was fine.
Yeah.
After that, it was completely damaged.
The timing is right there. There's a small window, sure, but it's like, I don't know.
Another thing, after Cody left and Punk left, instead of working on their own like company, they were just taking shots at WWE to the wrestlers, and they were not focusing on their own product. They were just talking shit.
Yeah, and half the matches just don't make sense. It's like
their pay-per-view have like 14 matches. Here WrestleMania is happening and it have 12 matches in 2 nights.
Yeah. And it's like but all the stories make sense.
Yes. Every single match have story.
Yeah. There's not any thrown together.
I saw one stupid person. I think most likely that person supports this women's wrestling. She was saying that cancel AJ Styles versus LA Knight and Jimmy versus Jay and put women's matches. I was like,
Xero, you've been awful quiet. What do you think?
I'm just sitting here listening because it's obviously AEW shit, so I don't really care.
Listen. We have what? How many women's matches on the card? 3?
3.
Okay. Io Bailey, Rhea, Becky, and the 6-woman tag.
And then Jade, 6-woman tag.
3 women's matches out of 13?
12.
13.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't correct me.
I'll throw Bible.
Do it.
Okay.
You'll have to dust it off first.
With milk also.
What? Anywho, alright, do we want to dive into some predictions? Does anybody else have anything to say about the CM Punk interview, Tony Khan, anything AEW related? Yes? Or are you saying no more?
No.
Okay. No more.
Xero? Nothing?
No, nothing, no.
Alright.
One thing. Not about CM Punk. Have you guys seen this Roman Reigns documentary?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. So I watched it, so I had few things, but it's okay. When you watch, then we'll talk. Yes.
Okay.
It is 1.5 hours.
Actually, who am I kidding? All the A&E documentaries, really good. Like, even the
I was surprised to see that they put Brock Lesnar in the documentary.
Well, I mean, wasn't this filmed a while ago?
But still, the things which is going on right now, and people like Nerve Brock Lesnar and all. But... Yes, and even there was a part where Brock was like talking about Roman Reigns, and they show him the matches, whatever happened in the past with Roman and Brock. So maybe if he's coming back, don't know.
What Brock did is, I mean, it's not right, but like you can't punish Roman for that, you know. You can't just erase history because, you know. I know they do, but like
there is no proof. It is going on, and people are like talking shit about Brock.
I know. I just don't like I hate to say it, but it's like Randy Orton. He won his first title from Chris Benoit. Is Chris Benoit scum? Yeah. Should Randy Orton be? Should that be taken away from Randy Orton because of the other guy?
What CM Punk said in the interview about Chris Benoit, it was absolutely right. You will not understand what the person is going to do and what he is doing behind your back.
Because he took, like, his son was a big CM Punk fan. And it's
And after 1 week, everybody comes to know that he did that thing.
Yeah. I mean, CM Punk was crying.
And actually, if you see this Brock Lesnar thing, the main culprit is Vince and this Laurinaitis. People are just dragging Brock for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No proof, nothing is there. No, Brock. Nowadays they just talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen the other things, what happened today was obviously somebody said, somebody else said today, there was a report come out, obviously in that thingy, someone said about Paul or whatever, about Vince. Have you seen the Janelle thingy whilst we're on the subject of Vince and stuff?
Yeah, she wrote a love letter to Vince.
Yeah, she wrote a love letter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and so it seems like that she was actually more involved than what she put basically.
Just the only thing I'm going to comment on that. That certainly can't hurt Vince McMahon.
Yes.
That can only help him. It can't hurt him anymore, but it can certainly help him. And so do we want to do stand and deliver predictions?
Yes, first we'll do stand and deliver, and then
maybe. And we should mention this NXT Battleground. The day has been moved to June 9th. You didn't know this?
No.
It was originally May 26th, same day as Double or Nothing. They moved, and where was it going to be, Xero? Do you know what state it was going to be in? Georgia?
No.
It wasn't going to be in Georgia? South Carolina, maybe? I don't know. It was going to be down south somewhere, I think. They moved it to Las Vegas. They're going at the UFC Apex Arena.
Okay.
So on Saturday, June 9th, NXT Battleground, we have Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, Obafemi, Roxanne Perez, and Lyra Valkyria on the poster. But they're going to have to change the poster, so it might not be. Anyway.
Okay.
That was just a little bit of news that happened earlier this week, or maybe it was last week. I'm not sure. Where are we here? All right. So we're starting with Stand and Deliver 2024, not the movie. I had to search around that for that. First match we have. We'll save that for the end. Interesting. Four title matches, and the only non-title match is the main event. That's pretty awesome. All right. We have a triple threat match for the North American Championship. We have Obafemi, the champ, defending against Dijak and Josh Briggs. Who do we got and why?
I'll go with Dijak. He needs one title reign.
Not a bad
He's pick. So good. He's so good. From very long time, like when he was wrestling Keith Lee, like before pandemic also, he needs one title reign, because when he debuted on main roster, it was completely like chaos, and he was completely fucked up with this retribution and all this shit.
Whoa. Dominik Dijakovic never debuted on the main roster.
Are you high?
Yeah, that was T-Bar. Two totally different guys.
I need Bible.
They have two different names. Duh.
Yes.
Come on. Don't be silly.
So yes, he needs to win this. I'm not liking this Obafemi as champion, because I find him a bit green in the ring.
He won at the first NXT of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, he cashed in his
correct.
Whatever it's called. Yeah. All right, Xero,
Yes.
who you got?
Who was it? Over Femi.
It's all right. Are we all in agreement here that Josh Briggs is going to take the pin?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. 50-50 on this one. I'm gonna go Dijak. I'm gonna lean Dijak only because I could see them bringing Obafemi up to the main roster. I mean, if you look at him, you understand why. And Dijak needs a belt, so I'm gonna go with Dijak. Next up, we have Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin defending the NXT Tag Team Championships against TBD. The winners of the OC, Axiom / Gravity and Nathan Frazier. Nothing on that, Alex? Come on. I said Axiom / Gravity.
Give me a moment. I'm just checking something.
All right. And
Xero, you go ahead.
I think it's going to be TBD, whoever it is.
Yeah.
TBD would be. Yeah.
All right. Who do you think is winning the triple threat tonight? First of all, it's the OC, Axiom, and Nathan Frazier versus Latino World Order.
Probably Latino World Order. I reckon.
Interesting. Alex, do you want me to go or are you ready?
Which one? Which match?
All right. So, who do you think wins the triple threat tonight? First of all, OC versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus LWO.
I will go with this OC.
I'm going with the OC as well. Yes. I think they're going to give them something. And I think the OC are going to beat Breaker and Corbin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Corbin might come to main roster again. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I like him on NXT personally.
Yeah.
I think he's doing good work. But Xero, so you would have Latino World Order versus Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Who do you got winning that one?
Yeah. Maybe Latino World Order actually, so then Braun and that can come up because they're meant to be coming up after Mania. That's the thing. So,
Interesting. There's a lot of different directions we can go, but all right. Next matchup. We'll do Lyra Valkyria defending the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez. Who do you got? Xero.
Roxanne.
Okay, Alex.
Roxanne.
I'm going Lyra.
Seriously?
Well, Perez has had the belt before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But maybe heel turn will help her. Like one heel champion is necessary.
Or you just send Roxanne up. She's main roster ready for sure. I'm going Lyra. Don't try and persuade me. Next up, we have the NXT Championship. Ilya Dragunov defending against Tony D'Angelo.
Ilya.
Xero?
Yes.
Ilya, yeah.
I'll go with Ilya straight.
I'm calling it now. Tony D'Angelo for the win. I'm calling it now. Ilya's had the belt like 6 months. Tony needs something. You can send Ilya up to the main roster. He could be a Raw or SmackDown debut after Mania. I am going with Tony D'Angelo to win the NXT Championship. But on to our main event. Trick Williams going against Carmelo Hayes. Who do we got?
Trick?
Maybe Trick.
Yes.
Maybe Hayes. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they might, because everyone thinks that Hayes is coming up. Do they maybe put it on? Do they maybe swerve us in that and maybe keep him on?
I think you could have Trick win. He sends Mello up to the main roster, and then Trick down the line wins the NXT Championship.
Yes.
I mean,
that's a good one, yes.
I definitely wouldn't hate that. I think that's a great. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think Trick's got this one. You gotta give him the win here.
Trick is going to win
strong.
for sure. But I'm not liking this that they didn't add any stipulation till now in the match.
What's the stipulation?
There's no stipulation. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
At least they should make like unsanctioned match or something like that. So
loser leaves NXT, something like that.
Yes, something like that. So it will be a better one, I think.
Yeah. You could have added something, but I think it's still going to be a great match regardless.
Yes. For sure.
Do we have any surprise appearances rocking up in NXT, or
maybe some debut? Maybe some debut.
I can't think of anything, honestly. Off the top of my head. I thought something would come to me, but... Alright, we ready to go to WrestleMania?
Yes.
Xero?
Yep, go for it, yep.
Alright. Oh, click the wrong one. Sorry, folks. Hold on. Actually. This does wonders, too. Alright, Alright, I'll just go in reverse order. Whatever. Alright, first match I have here. We have Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. In a Philadelphia 6-man street fight. Who do we got and why?
Cross.
Yeah, I think Cross, yeah.
Yes, he needs to win.
I'm going Lashley and the Profits. Lashley got robbed of a Mania last year. I mean, not robbed, but Lashley didn't get to be put on Mania last year. Lashley and the Profits need something. I mean, it's like, ugh. I don't know. I'm going Lashley and the Profits. We'll see, though. I'm glad we're different on some of these. Next matchup in a... Not sure why this tag match is happening. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Who do we got?
Dominic?
Xero?
Maybe Dominic, yeah.
Dominic pins Rey. I'm calling it now.
Yes.
After last year, Dominic gets one back.
Yes.
And they need it more, quite frankly. Dragon Lee is being pushed, yes, but he doesn't have to take the pin. Rey can take the pin, no problem. Next up is a match that should be canceled for sure. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Who do we got and why?
AJ? I'll go with AJ.
I reckon maybe LA Knight. I'm going to go different, basically.
I'm going to go LA Knight, too. I think they need... I don't know. They both need the win.
Yeah.
But I think LA Knight just needs it a little more. I don't know. Okay. You know what? We'll jump to that one, and then we'll do the main matches. Jimmy Uso versus Jay Uso. Brother versus brother. Blood versus blood. Every 15 years at WrestleMania, a brother versus brother match happens. True story.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 10 was Owen and Brett. WrestleMania 25 was Matt and Jeff. Now it's Jimmy and Jay. Who do we got?
Jimmy?
I reckon Jimmy.
Yes, I'll also go with Jimmy.
What?
Yes. I don't think Jay will win.
No. This is how they push Jay. They're going to give him this win. No. Jay for the win. 100%. No way.
No, I don't think so.
This is a lock in my mind for Jay. All right, well, I'll win this competition then. I don't care. Yeah. Next up, we have and work with me here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We have the undisputed tag team championships being defended in a 6-pack ladder match when both titles are on the line and both titles have to be taken down. So, in the match, we have the champions, Judgment Day, Priest and Balor, versus Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, DIY, versus The New Day, Woods and Kofi, versus New Catch Republic, Dunn and Bate, versus, I believe their names are A-Town Down Under? Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Awesome Truth, Miz and Truth. Who do we got? And you can predict more than one team.
I think we're going to have a sort of a false ending where maybe we're going to have maybe 3 teams pull belts down. Basically. Because if you think about it, there's going to be 4 belts above the ring hanging there. So maybe 3 different teams grab one of the belts each. So you have, like, say, for example, I don't know, you have Awesome Truth grab 1 belt. So say maybe Truth grabs, say, like one of the SmackDown belts or whatever. And then you then have maybe Judgment Day pull down one of the Raw, pull down the other SmackDown belt. And then you then have someone like, I don't know, DIY pull down one of the Raw belts or something like that. For it.
We're not far off, but Alex, who do you got?
Which one you are saying?
The 6-pack ladder match.
I think R-Truth and Miz. They are like the main person with like rivalry with Judgment Day. Other teams are just there to fill the spots. But the main rivalry from like few months, which is going on with Judgment Day, is Awesome Truth only. But if we talk about splitting the titles, so I'll say like Raw titles will go to Awesome Truth and SmackDown titles will go to maybe Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
All right, so here's my prediction, and I think I nailed this one.
Okay.
Truth climbs that ladder. He brings down 1 set of the titles. He's celebrating. Miz is trying, or no, Miz. Miz is out of it. Truth is celebrating like he just won at WrestleMania, and right behind him, someone's gonna climb the ladder, like A-Town Down Under, and retrieve the other belts. I think R-Truth is gonna get his moment, but he's gonna do something stupid.
Yes.
Probably.
Like R-Truth celebrating, and then Waller will just climb up, grab the other ones, and that's how you split the belts. Miz and R-Truth on Raw, Waller and Theory on SmackDown. So I'm going with that.
That's if Waller and Theory are still in it, because according to Uncle Dave, they're being took home.
For who?
Pretty Deadly, apparently, is the report. And other people back this up. Apparently, there's going to be something that goes down where Theory and Waller get took out of it or something, and Pretty Deadly gets inserted into it, because I've asked around as well, and they are looking for a way to insert Pretty Deadly into the match. Whether they turn it into a 7-man ladder match, or whether they take one of the teams out basically and put Pretty Deadly in there. It's because they've obviously realised they mucked up for it.
I don't know. Y'all know I like Theory. I like Waller. I say keep them in, but
yeah, because that's what the report was in that, and obviously what they were saying was it could be they play an injury angle or something like that, basically, to like take one of the teams out, or I don't know, something like that. It's because they realised they mucked up. Because can you remember, obviously, ages ago when Pretty Deadly won the number 1 contendership or whatever for the belts, they never actually got the match, so they were going to put them into there. Because originally, the original plan was that Pretty Deadly was going to take one of the sets of tag belts anyway when they split them.
I do not
so
remember.
If they're obviously planning on splitting them that way, yeah. So if they're obviously planning on splitting them, then obviously that's going to be the way which they would have done it. So maybe they grab one of the belts down. That's the thing. That's the clue.
Interesting. So, I did not know Pretty Deadly was going to be was one of number 1 contenders match. I do not remember that, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
Next matchup is where do we go? All right, we'll go to this one. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Asuka, Kairi Sane. Who do we got? Alex says Damage Control.
Jade. Why you are asking? It is very simple type of prediction in this match. It is Jade team only.
For the fans, man.
Very, very simple prediction. They will not make Jade lose the first match. We at WrestleMania.
Xero, who you got?
I've got Team Jade and Safat, so Jade, Safat basically.
I got Jade as well. But for the viewers, They need to know who we picked. All right, next up, Intercontinental Championship. We have Gunther defending against
Walter.
Sami Zayn. Who do we got and why?
Gunther's definitely
yes,
retaining
the title. Yes,
Gunther for the win. If this was Chad Gable in this match,
then I'll choose Chad Gable.
Yeah, then I'd have a different prediction. But
I don't see that Sami is winning the title. Maybe Chad will get involved in this one, for sure.
They messed up by not putting Gable in this match. I'll say it. They messed up. All right. So Gunther for all of us. Next up, we have triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul, the champion, defending against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Who do we got?
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me 3 months ago, was Logan Paul walking out of WrestleMania as the United States champion, I would have said no chance. But now that he's full time,
yes,
I'm going with Logan Paul. Like I said, if you would ask me 3 months ago, I would have said no. But I'm going with Logan Paul. Next up, we'll go to the women. We'll go Io Sky defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Who do we got? Alex is Bayley. Xero, who do you got?
Bayley. Yeah, it's got to be Bayley.
I think it's got to be Bayley. It's Bayley's time. Io's been a great champion, but it's time. Bayley, give her a moment, a WrestleMania moment. Bayley for the win. Next up, Rhea Ripley defending against Becky Lynch. Women's World Championship. Who do we got?
Rhea.
Xero?
What happened to Xero?
I'm here. I think Becky. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yes. I'm 50-50 on this one.
I've got Becky.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You're not able to decide. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean Rhea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean Rhea because Rhea defeating Becky would do wonders for Rhea. Becky's been there before, but if Becky Lynch won, I would not be shocked. Okay. Next up, we have for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship,
Drew McIntyre.
Seth Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre.
Drew.
Alex says McIntyre. Xero.
Drew.
Folks?
Maybe the cash-in will happen. Don't know.
No. Folks?
I don't think the cash-in's happening on Drew.
If it is happening on Cody, then it is best thing.
Oh my God, I cried tears of joy. Oh my God. But anyway, it's finally happening. Drew McIntyre is going to get his moment in front of a crowd.
Yes, finally.
4 years later.
Yes.
And you know me, I was at Houston in January of 2020. I saw that man win the Rumble live. I was over the moon for him. And it hurt me that he had to win in front of no one.
He needs to win.
We're finally getting it back.
Yes.
4 years later, he's going to defeat Seth in front of 70, 80,000 people. And he's going to win. Drew McIntyre for the win. He's been the best thing, if not the top 2 best thing in WWE right now.
Correct.
The promo, I'll give it to The Rock. The promos with him, Seth, and Drew, Seth, and Punk were phenomenal. Again, Punk gets a lot of credit there. But you're finally going to give it to Drew. Drew for the win. Next up, the Night 1 main event.
Final boss.
We have the Bloodline, a.k.a. The Rock, and Roman Reigns, a.k.a. The Final Boss, versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Who do we got? Alex says The Final Boss. Xero?
I think they're going to go Cody and Seth personally, so they get the one-on-one match because they've done the Bloodline Rules match last night on Raw. Now, are they going to do it twice in 1 week? That's what I'm thinking. Are they technically going to do it? You know, are they going to do it twice in 1 week for it when we've already now had the match? We've already had that gimmick match. Now, what else can they really bring into
the match didn't end. The match ended in a no contest.
Correct.
But we've already seen it. What else can they really bring in? Rather than like maybe another Bloodline member and that, there's nothing else really like do it for that way, isn't it? Basically,
there's a lot they can do. I'm going with The Rock and Roman Reigns to win that one on night 1. The night 2 main event. Cody Rhodes, the challenger, going Roman Reigns.
Roman is winning.
Undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Roman is winning. After watching the documentary, I feel that Roman is going to win. Before documentary, no.
Yeah, probably Roman. But then it could also be Cody, so I don't know. That's the problem. It could literally be anyone.
But if Cody is winning, then Damien is doing the cash in and Cody is losing. So if Cody is not finishing the story, guys, fuck the story.
I'm going Cody Rhodes.
What the fuck happened to you?
What?
I have a weird feeling.
What?
I just have a weird feeling.
What feeling?
Listen. When The Rock was beating down Cody, not last night, a week ago, there were 2 faces that appeared in the background.
Stone Cold and John Cena. So you think that it is an end game type of thing will happen and everybody will come?
I think they're bringing out all the stops to get Cody that championship. That wasn't done on accident. We all know that.
Even Lesnar photo is also there in the background.
Lesnar?
Yes.
Lesnar appear in the background?
Yes, it was there.
Yeah.
You can check. Lesnar was also there. And Brock have a rivalry with Roman, so yes, he can come and help Cody.
Good. They shook hands at SummerSlam. That was the last time we saw Brock. I'm leaning Cody Rhodes. It's not a lock. I wouldn't be shocked if Roman wins again. But I just have a weird feeling they're going to have Cena, Austin come out and help Cody get that championship. And now Cody's unfortunately signed for a while, so can't win it all, I guess. But
I'm telling you who will come to help Cody Rhodes. It is Brandy Rhodes.
Oh my God. If I'm envisioning Stone Cold and John Cena showing up and I get Brandy Rhodes, I'm gonna cry. And I will be in person for this match, so I'm gonna cry. No, but I think they're gonna pull out all the stops for this.
Let's see.
The end game portal opens. Everyone comes through. You can have Jay, Seth, Sammy, Cena,
Kevin Owens,
Austin,
Brock Lesnar. Yes, everyone.
CM Punk.
No. Oh,
Chris
okay.
Benoit.
We are talking about CM Punk. So, do you think that CM Punk will?
Chris Benoit.
I don't really care.
CM Punk will interfere in the match between Drew and Seth. You think he will do something?
Nah, I don't think.
Probably.
I think they're being very careful with him, with his arm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, and that kind of takes away from Drew, you know. But I'll tell you this right now.
Like what you are saying, that everybody will come and help Cody. Fine, he will win the title, and then the cash in will happen. Then.
Oh my God, I will be over the moon if Damian Priest cashes in on Cody to end WrestleMania.
Cash in is happening, I think. So cash in will happen because it is too long that Damian is carrying the. Yes.
The cash in's definitely going to happen at Mania and that, but the question is on who and is it going to be successful?
I hope it's not on Gunther or Logan Paul.
No, it's on one of the world titles. I know
let
what's
him,
happening.
let him cash in on Bailey.
I know the plans because I got told today what's been discussed and that, and it's going to if they go ahead with it and they decide to, then it's going to upset a lot of people. And let's just say Priest is going to be he's going to get. Oh no! You thought Dominic Mysterio's nuclear heat was bad. Oh boy!
Priest is
something else.
If Priest cashes in to end Cody's story, that heat is going to be nuclear.
Yeah.
Just when Daniel Bryan beat John Cena and Randy Orton cash in.
Yeah. Or like when Roman beat Taker.
Yes.
The next night Roman was just like, "This is my yard now."
Oh. Yeah.
That time.
And where are they the next night? They're in Philly still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. That crowd.
Yeah. The thing is, though, is I don't know how they're going to work it because I do believe the plan is as well is once he wins the title, say like he does cash in on Cody or whatever, or whichever title he takes, he's going to turn face and lead to Judgment Day. So, this could be the thing. Is obviously if they have him take the title from Cody as soon as he's done it, I don't see how they're going to be able to have a face getting booed out of the building.
Yeah, there's no way
with the nuclear heat they're up on him. Basically.
If he beats Drew, sure. If he beats Cody, there's no way.
Yeah, unless they try to do what they've done beforehand, and that where he gets booed, but then they gradually like turn it. Because who was that for? Like Roman, when Roman was getting booed constantly all the time, and they slowly managed to get the crowd to turn around to him, and that. But because this is the thing is, I got told that Scotland pay per view, which is Clash at the Castle.
Clash at the Castle, yes.
That news broke.
News broke today.
Yeah, there's a reason why they've done that, and apparently that's where Drew actually finally wins it. So what's to say that maybe that if they don't cash in on say Cody. For example that they don't cash in on Cody and he actually cashes in on Seth, for example, at the end of the match or whatever, and Damien walks out of Mania as champ as that way, and then he holds it until Clash at the Castle, and then Droonan gets that hometown victory, so he wins it in Scotland, obviously, because then that would mean a lot more to him, and that's probably like that's probably their incentive of getting him to sign. Is like they turn around and say, right, you're not winning it at Mania, but we will give you it in front of your home crowd in Scotland at Clash of the Castle, providing that you resign. Basically, that could be the thing.
Let's pump the brakes here a little.
Yeah.
Why not have Drew win? He gets his moment at WrestleMania, full moment.
Yeah.
You can have Drew defeat somebody at Backlash. Who cares? Then you can have Priest cash in there. Priest wins the title at Backlash. Then Priest loses it a month and a half later to Drew in Scotland.
Backlash,
Everyone, what? What did you say?
Backlash is at France, right?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
You don't have to cash in on Mania. Let him have his moment. Let him have his true moment. Then you can cash in on my Backlash.
Well, I think if cash in is going to happen, then it will be Cody only. I don't think it will be Drew.
Yeah, I don't. See
It'll be Cody.
Because that's like a heel thing. It's like
yes, because WWE like to fuck up the face first, and then they made like big story and everything and all.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan was the prime example, we can say. People were rooting for him and he finally won, and maybe like you are saying, this end game thing will happen and Cena and everybody will help, but maybe somebody will turn on Cody after he wins the title, and then the cash in will happen.
Maybe Seth, if Seth obviously does lose his title.
Yes.
I had a friend tell me that this theory that Seth is going to lose. Seth is going to take the pin night 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he's going to lose to Drew night 2.
So he's turning heel.
He's going to blame Cody for his losses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And cost them.
And they already have rivalry. So.
Yeah. And then maybe Seth beats him. Maybe. But do we have anything else we want to add to WrestleMania? Do we think any surprises are showing up?
Undertaker will come.
Taker has been advertised for it.
Taker's there.
Yeah,
Hogan's there.
Kane is also there,
Yeah.
I think so.
Cena and Austin have been hinted. Kane is in the area. Hogan's going to be at WWE World, at 2 hours before WrestleMania. I thought about meeting him, but then I saw the time and I was like, nah, it's pushing.
NXT is like what, 9 a.m. something like that.
9 a.m. Yeah. So
and then by 5 WrestleMania kickoff will start.
Yeah, I am so excited. I'm so excited, man. I'm
not going to sleep that day because here the timing will be NXT will start by 9:30 p.m. It will end by 12, and by 2:30 again WrestleMania will start. So I have to stay awake entire night and till morning. So I'm not going to sleep that day.
All right, and then we'll do a live show right after WrestleMania ends, so you don't sleep even more. He's off for it.
Yes.
No,
I'll bring the Bible.
Yes, please. And milk also.
Do we have anything else we want to add to WrestleMania?
No.
Zero?
No, I'm right now.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, I got caught up. Sorry. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to WrestleBuddy, Xero News, and Bobby's Breakdown. Yes, folks. These are our WrestleMania predictions. I have my WrestleMania predictions coming out soon. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I don't know.
After WrestleMania.
That's why. Well, it was funny. Over here in America, do you guys celebrate Easter or not?
No.
No. Okay, so
Christians celebrate. We don't celebrate because we are different religion.
Yeah. So part of the Easter tradition is you dye eggs, color them, Yeah. So my brother
Easter eggs.
Me, yeah. Well, like regular eggs, but yeah. My brother texted me on last Friday, I believe, because we were doing them Friday, because Easter was Sunday. He goes, "When are we doing the eggs?" I said, "Monday." After Easter's already over. He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, sorry."
You post the prediction after the Mania after Raw. Straight after that.
I'll get everyone right for some reason. Huh. I'll be nailing it word for word. But yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, subscribe to Xero News. Subscribe to WrestleBuddy, or show up to his house. He loves that.
Yes.
Don't show up to my house.
No.
Well,
read
show
the
up to
Bible.
Zero's house too.
Read the Bible. It is good for you.
Read the Bible. Yes, always read
With
the Bible. Drink your milk. I was just going to
Yes.
say, drink your milk. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if only you people knew what we were talking about. But unfortunately, that's going to have to stay with us. But yeah, I am Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, joined by Xero and Alex. This is our WrestleMania predictions. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy WrestleMania. Enjoy Stand and Deliver. It's going to be a great weekend, and we will see y'all next time. Later.
Bye.